What's going on, my ninjas? I have a question. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I want you guys to participate in this discussion. How badass is this fucking shirt? If you couldn't read it, go back and pause it, but let us be serial here. Honestly, do you think that Madara Uchiha's character is consistent? Let me start by saying, if you're an anime-only watcher, you may want to steer clear of this video because there's going to be a discussion about some things that's going on in the manga right now. I'm going to answer that question. No, I don't think his character is consistent. He stepped out of the coffin like this big dick motherfucker, just swinging it around, demolished the entire alliance that was right there at the time. This dude brought down huge boulders, meteorites, and I mean, no one escaped it, not even Madara himself. He blew his own self up. That's saying a lot. I mean, people defended against it like Gaara, and people survived it, but no one actually escaped the blast radius of those meteorites. So with that being said, what happened to Madara? What really happened to this badassery? I mean, he's done awesome things since then. He single-handedly has taken down the 5 Kage. The perfect Susanoo thing was awesome. The wood dragon, I'm not even sure how the wood dragon resolved itself. I don't even think they showed us how the wood dragon was defeated. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I really don't remember. But after that, nothing really. He's just been chilling the whole time. I mean, I understand he's supposed to be like this nonchalant character. He doesn't give a damn. He was waiting for his opportunity to do what he had to do. So if you think of it that way, that kind of gives him an excuse of why he hasn't been doing that much. But I mean, now he's the 10 Tails Jinchuriki, and you would think that, God whooping his ass aside, like right after he became 10 Tails Jinchuriki, I thought that Madara Uchiha was about to tear some shit up. But what did he do? He just threw some black balls around. I mean, like, what the fuck? He has his living body back, and we see that he he knocked all the tail beasts off of their feet just by fucking staring at them now that he's back in his living body. So when he became 10 Tails Jinchuriki, I was hyped up to see, him bringing down more meteorites with Susanoo's riding atop the meteorites. And by the way, why hasn't he brought down any more meteorites? Because if I were him, I would just spam the meteorites all over the battlefield. That's a guaranteed way to win. So why isn't he doing it? It's like he's holding back, or Kishimoto is kind of making him seem like this big dick guy to just an average dick guy. I mean, by no means is Madara Uchiha weak. He has never been portrayed to be weak, but when he stepped out of the casket, he seemed like this godlike person. But now that he's a 10 Tails Jinchuriki, all he's doing is just throwing around balls. I was expecting, some ancient Uchiha techniques, some awesome fire styles, although he has done some awesome fire styles, some awesome things with the Rinnegan. I mean, Nagato has shown us more Rinnegan techniques than this guy is, and it's his own damn Rinnegan. So I would expect, Madara to show us a little bit more than what he has been showing us. And just imagine how strong his Susanoo would be now that he has the Rinnegan. And I don't want to hear that crap about how he needs both his eyes to use Susanoo. No, the fuck he doesn't. When he had one eye before he even became 10 Tails Jinchuriki, he deflected one of the tail beast's attacks with a Susanoo arm with one eye. Well, with no eyes, he didn't even have an eye at that point. This guy, Madara Uchiha, is OP to the point where he could bring out a Susanoo with no eyes at all. But that's awesome, kudos to him for that. But why isn't he showing us some awesome offensive techniques now that he's a 10 Tails Jinchuriki, besides just throwing around balls? And the balls are gone now, and you see he's getting his ass whooped. I mean, he was so beaten and bloodied in the latest chapter by Guy. It's crazy. Granted, Guy is damn near God level himself now. I mean, we should at least see a better resistance from Madara, because he was just talking shit about Guy, saying that it's not going to be enough. But we have not seen Madara land one hit on Guy. Granted, Guy is pretty much untouchable. I mean, the guy is literally kicking the air to fly. Like, he literally kicks the air to keep up with Madara's newfound flying ability. Personally, I think the problem with Madara's character is that Kishimoto just made him too strong right out the casket, and it would be hacks for him to just destroy the entire alliance by just spamming meteorites all over the battlefield. So I predict that Madara is about to go all out, and he's about to show us what we want to see now that Naruto and Sasuke are obviously about to power the fuck up from Hagoromo's chakra. Let's get real. Before the Hokage showed up, Madara had the power to end this war. He made 25 clones of himself, and all of the clones had walking Susanoo. He has perfect Susanoo. He could bring meteorites from who knows the fuck where. He could have just demolished the entire battlefield. But he has one of those personalities that he's so laid back, a little bit too laid back. Like, he was even shown sitting down and leaning up against rocks while Obito and the Ten Tails were out there fighting. He could have been destroying the Alliance. So Kishimoto has written this character to be so godlike that he can destroy pretty much everything and anything, but he doesn't, because he's so laid back and he doesn't give a damn. Now, this could either be lazy writing, or it could really truly be that Madara wants to save his power for the last fight. But this Madara reminds me of Vegeta when he was facing Cell. Like, if you're familiar with Dragon Ball Z, like I'm pretty sure all of you are, Vegeta at one point had the power to finish off Cell, but his pride wouldn't let him do it. He allowed Cell to go get his perfect form and come back, and he got his ass whooped. That's what I see Madara as, of Vegeta. Madara had the power before all of these other powerful characters showed up. He had the power to demolish everyone, but he did. Because in my opinion, the old Edo Tensei Madara spamming meteorites, pulling out 25 clones, all with Susanoo's, and when he first got back his real body, him just demolishing Hashirama, demolishing all the tail beasts, those Madaras are more of a force to be reckoned with, and they seem more intimidating than the Ten Tails Madara. I mean, the only thing about the Ten Tails Madara right now is he can fly. He hasn't shown us anything new besides throwing the balls around. So like I said, this is a case of the character being so overpowered that he cannot unleash his full potential without destroying everyone, and he will unleash that true potential when there's someone who can withstand that attack. But I'm crossing my fingers that Madara will show us some awesome stuff, because when he first stepped out of the coffin, I mean, he literally demolished everything and everybody. And now, I mean, it's not a problem that he's getting his ass whooped, but it doesn't feel like he's pulling out all the stops. It doesn't feel like he's this godlike character, even close to what he was when he first was shown. But I've been thinking about this for a while, but what do you guys think? This is Madara Uchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.